everybody, Retro Geek Dad here, back with another toy review. This time we are looking at some of the Wave 8 Masters Universe Origins figures. We have AntiTerna HeMan, Clawful, and the Horde Trooper. So this isn't the whole Wave 8. Wave 8 also features SunMan. I had ordered these through Big Bad Toy Store, and at the time SunMan was sold out, but after trying to find him, no avail, being out of stock, I figured I'm not gonna get into the SunMan figures just because I'm not familiar with that. That and financially, I had to kind of skim back some, but so I didn't get SunMan. I'm not going to invest in getting any of the other figures from SunMan. I know we've got a few coming out. I think the Pigman is in the next wave. I didn't get him, but I figured I'm just going to stick to the MOTU characters. Some that I had when I was a kid. AntiTerna HeMan. That's a cool figure from the comics and stuff. But yeah, so we're gonna open these up and do unboxing and review and check them out. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we'll start with AntiTerna HeMan. We're gonna set these to the side. So we have AntiTerna HeMan, the most evil man in the universe. So AntiTerna HeMan was actually based off of a I think it was a German storybook, but he did appear in the Masters of the Multiverse comic from DC. This is kind of like an evil version of He-Man. We did get a figure of him in the Classics line, so getting him in Origins, that's really cool. I wasn't expecting that, so that's pretty cool. Let's take a look at the back artwork. So, with the power of Hellskull, the fearsome He-Man overthrew AntiTerna using his unmatched strength. So, we do have, AntiTerna. This is Castle Hellskull. The rest of the wave. Of course, He-Man and Skeletor, they're just the re-releases with the vintage style heads. We do have Clawful, Horde Trooper, AntiTerna He-Man. Like I said earlier, SunMan I just was not able to get. PC code. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna open him up. So we do get a SunMan comic. So the SunMan comic. Hopefully this is kind of like an introduction to the character. Do have a lot of AntiTerna He-Mans in there. So SunMan just kind of pops up at the back of the comic, but there we go, there's that. Instruction sheet just talks about how removable parts for the character. I'll set those to the side. So we have our He-Man. We do have some of the little tabs here. We just have the two on the arm. So a shield, battle axe, and a power sword. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the He-Man figure. So I believe he's just the standard He-Man body, or the mold, just cast in the black. So articulation's the same, joints are pretty good. The head's a little loose, but not much. Same articulation. I do see some down here at the bottom, a little bit of paint over, or a little bit of red paint on the black, but that's not too bad. So, have his shield. Standard HeMan shield. It feels a little thinner than the regular HeMan shield. The battle axe, cast in black, and the power sword. So stick that on there. Give him his shield. We just slide the fingers in. And it goes around his excuse me, gauntlet right there. And just slide the power axe in the back. So there is AntiTerna HeMan. Face is pretty good. I like how they did the eyes. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so we'll set him over here. So next is the Horde Trooper, and he is from the Evil Horde with Hordak. I had a couple of these as a kid. It looks like they kept the same mechanism where you push the button on the front and it just kind of pop open. Take a look at the back. So here we have, this is Thunder Punch HeMan here, hitting a couple of these robots. Now I know we have Thunder Punch HeMan coming. They showed him at San Diego Comic-Con 2022. Bunch of new Master stuff. I highly recommend checking out the Mattel coverage and stuff from San Diego. But we do have where you can push the symbol and his armor busts off. Standard lineup for the Series 8. The UPC code. So I'll go ahead and we'll open him up. So we got the same comic from earlier and the removable parts. There's a removable parts diagram. Alright. I do like the silver kind of plastic on it. Not sure how good it's showing up, but he does have his staff, so he does have the silver cast armor. So I'm not sure if that's showing up real good or not. There is our Horde Trooper. I do see some paint right there. That's probably from where the red piece was, or staff was there. So if you push, it's kind of hard to push that button. It doesn't really push. You kind of push and pull at the same time. Okay, so the way I was holding it, on the back. You gotta kind of push it and it pops the back off first. But that does pretty much the same thing as the vintage style figure. So I'll have to dig mine out and do a little comparison. But articulation's pretty good. Arms raise up, but it does hit the little shoulder piece there. Some good movement in the wrist, and all the joints they're nice and tight. They kind of click a little bit. Do a rotation here. Legs move, the feet move too. So let's take a look how this one comes apart. So the arms do come off, and the waist comes off. Of course, the bottom boots come off. They're a little tighter, and supposedly the head pulls off too. Okay, so there we have all of our pieces where it comes apart. So we can actually, let's see how this looks. We're going to take AntiTerna HeMan just to kind of see how it looks. So you can actually have, you know, if you have a good guy, you can have them in disguise, you know. See how that looks. So yeah, you could have them in disguise. That's kind of cool. I really like that. So if you wanted to troop build, you could. These are pretty cool. I know these these have been kind of hard to find too, just because a lot of people are troop building with them. But I just wanted the one. He does have his staff. He's got the little Hordak bat on it. Right there where the handle is. There we go. So the staff is a little, it's not very intimidating. I can't remember if the original one was a little longer or not, but there's the staff for him. So, pretty cool figure. I really like it. We'll set this to the side. And then last we have Clawful, the warrior with the grip of evil. Look at the back. So on the back we have him fighting Tila, and there's Whiplash in the background. Now, we haven't had Whiplash yet. I think he's one of the ones that might be coming. That's pretty cool. And he does have the lever. Press the mace into the other claw. Same lineup as earlier. The UPC code. Go ahead and we'll open him up. So we have the same comic. And the swappable diagram. So he does not have a tab little thing on his arm, but he does have one on the other one. We do have some on the feet too. So the other figures did not have any on the feet, so just Clawful. There, so there is Clawful. Noticing on some of these the head is just kind of really loose. I mean, not enough to just completely fall by itself, but just a little bit. But we do have our claw here, and you push back to open it. We do have his other claw here. Something about the feet. I guess it's the joint. It's just a little, feels a little off. Maybe it's the type of feet. The kind of triangle square feet, or made no sense to this triangle-ish feet. And his armor is the, you know, the soft vinyl that we've had on the other figures. So it's just the soft, flexible vinyl, which I really like because, you know, that was one of the first things that went on my vintage figure, because the armor then was the hard plastic and the tabs would break on it, and, you know, it'd get broke. It stepped on and it would break. But it's a pretty cool figure. I like the texture on the head. Let's try. So we have to turn his hand sideways, and there is a, you know, the little notch here. So that just kind of slides in there. No, there is no like clicking. It just slides in there. So he's got his mace. So there is Clawful. It's pretty cool. So we have our Clawful, we have a Horde Trooper, and we have our AntiTerna HeMan. So those are part of Wave 8 minus the SunMan figure. So I'm going to see if I can't dig out my old Clawful and my old Horde Trooper, kind of do a comparison with the vintage style. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I did find my vintage Horde Trooper. This is the vintage one. There is a size difference as well. This is, you just push the button here, and it's real flimsy. Just, HeMan could punch it, and it would fall apart. Just barely tap it. With this one, it takes a little bit of a harder, and the armor doesn't fall as easy. And also, the body doesn't fall down like that. Of course, mine's probably worn out for years. Just falls over. So that's the vintage, 1980s, the new one. So we're going Clawful. Unfortunately, my Clawful has suffered quite a travesty, accident, loss. Yeah, his legs fell off, so I got to repair his legs. But from the waist up, we have our vintage Clawful. The claw is almost identical, but with the new one you push back, and with the old one you would push forward, so it's kind of one piece that would move. But this one, however, it's more of a hinge on the inside where you push back. So colors are a little bit brighter. The head. But yeah, this is what I was talking about with the armor, whereas this one's the hard plastic. The little tabs where it connects, these little tabs here, that would always get broke. Fortunately, mine has survived, minus his legs, but yeah, so that's pretty cool. I'm glad that we're seeing some more, new figures based on some of the old ones, like I had as a kid. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed my review of Wave 8, minus SunMan. But hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you again soon.